Well, today is a new day, and it marks the reason why we typically just kind of shut down in a blizzard. Nothing works. All these buttons are frozen. Keypad's frozen. Van's running. Van's frozen. Sometimes it's just not worth it. You know, you got a lot of extra time that you're spending. And trucks are running longer, so it costs more fuel. So sometimes it's just better to call it a day. So I'm gonna run to the shop, and I already plowed to about 1 o'clock in the morning at the shop. It took me 3 hours to plow that shop out. That was a mess. So we'll see you at the shop. Nothing like having a full belly in your work vehicle, so you're ready to start the day. It's pretty gnarly out. It's pretty gnarly out. I was thinking this is kind of corresponding to a question that a subscriber had, and that's you know, talking about how do you charge with some people, and you know, I think kind of like, do you have an inside salesman? And that question can go so many different ways that it just makes me think about a lot of things. Sorry about the vibrations with it. It's horrible. The roads are choppy because they're not even, you want to see? Look, take a look. Blades can't even get down. But kind of one of those things. I've been doing this for so many years that it's still like, it's like people don't understand how much energy and effort and labor goes into things. And you can't do stuff for free. You just can't. You'll kill yourself. You will burn yourself out. I've done it many a times. I still occasionally do it. Darn. It's one of those parts that you think you'll never use. You spent the money on it. You're like, why? Why do I got this? What am I going to do? Should I try to return it? Well, guess what? It's here. And it saves me, probably with the weather right now, at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of driving. And these are the things you got to think about. Nobody else thinks about it, right? Your secretary, your wife, your friends, probably even some of your workers will not understand unless they go through the pain. A lot of times as businesses, you got to go through the pain to understand what happens. You actually have to go out here and you actually have to shovel the snow, get a truck stuck out there in the ditch, drive out to wherever, hours away, see the people in the ditches, yourselves in the ditch, have a flat tire, have a fuel pump go bad. You have to feel that pain for yourself to understand and respect what goes on. But I think what I'm getting at is that sometimes you have to charge. It almost has to be on like an individual base to some degree, because every situation is different. Every situation is different. We don't know. I don't know what I'm going to get into. All I know is I was there on this job for like this gate job, and this is 100% on me. So how do you isolate that? Now, I look at it, I take care of basically the overall, I take care of the whole business, right? Every customer is important to me. But you have to get the mindset of everybody else to understand that. I was talking to the other business owner the other day, and he said, take ownership. You got to take ownership. That's really hard to do. Because some people just want to put up their shoulders and go, I don't know what I'm going to do. But you got to understand where the customer's coming from, right? You take your car to a dealership, you take your car to the oil change, you expect them to change the oil and do a good job or grease the fittings or whatever, right? You expect the same, but a lot of people can't comprehend that the customer expects the same from us. I don't know why that is. It's a very challenging thing for people I see, where they don't understand, how to serve the customer. So anyways, I'm gonna get this box. I'm going to crack it open, make sure it's got everything. I'm going to try to make my way down there. I'm going to grab a few more parts for another door that might have a failure. That way when I'm out, because, I have to think about this. Now you have to, but when I'm out, I'm already still, when I jump on the highway, I'm 15 more minutes I could drive down here, right? But most people won't think that. They won't say, well, I want to eliminate that 15 minutes. So you really have to isolate things down to the individual almost. Which I'll get into that a little later once I get to sit down and discuss things. But right now, got to go out and slay the dragon. This might be a sign. I cracked it open, and I wish I wouldn't have, but I had to. Oh no, it's not complete. It's not complete. I'm gonna have to tear it all apart. Somebody stole the bushings out of it. Could have even been me, but at least I got the shaft. And I think we still have a couple limit nuts in the shop here. We had for another job that went wrong, which I'm gonna take 2 of those. Thank you. Have a nice day. Have a nice day, Affordable Door and Gate. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. Alrighty. We're back at the gate job. The gate. Yes. And it is miserable out here. Absolutely miserable. So, I'm gonna get started, change out these limits and the shaft. I'm gonna have some fun. Oh, this is the stuff that a lot of people don't see right here. You gotta go in the blizzard, baby. Nothing. I did talk to the vendor about it. He asked another guy about it. He said that he did hear a couple that they changed out the shaft on them, the screw shaft. So hopefully this isn't going to be a reoccurring issue, but it sounds like there might be some problems out there. So hopefully they didn't change manufacturers. Hopefully this ain't something I got chased down for quite a while and try to figure out why we are having this problem, because I'm not getting paid for this. This is all covered under warranty. They're going to send me out a whole new box. But still, with the weather right now, I got probably, when this is all said and done, I know I got a minimum of 4 hours, and I might have up to 6 hours invested into this. With all the time on the phone, already being out here, gonna go out there now. Ooh, wish me luck. All right, well, I gotta move this box back anyways. I dropped the chain. I gotta move it back. I can't get to that back pin there. Here's a little pro tip. I always carry a marker on me, a permanent marker. I'm actually starting to carry a pencil now too. That's because I'm working on my house for construction. I mark these, and then you won't have to guess. You take a variable out of there to know where it was before. So you can put it right back in the same spot, so you're not trying to tighten up the chain, because I've seen these actually go crooked. You can make the box crooked, then it can run on the chain funny. Ooh, that wind. So you want to take out as many variables as you can. Man, it's nasty out there. Oh boy, is it nasty out there. I literally was almost going to cut the wires off so I can bring the control box in here, but I really don't want to do that, because that's just another splice. You don't want to splice things unless you have to. It's just another could be another problem, could be another fault, error. So I figured I'd just come in here for about 5 minutes and warm back up. I got the van just running here full tilt. Even I got the back door open, trying to let some heat back there in case I got to grab tools. Everything's not so frozen, because we're getting down there. It's supposed to start getting pretty cold, and I think we're down to about 19 right now, somewhere between 14 and 19 degrees. But with this wind out here, boy, it just gets the old whiskers frozen on my face. It's just not nice. I got another jacket I could put on, but it's not that stuff doesn't get cold first. It's always these that get cold first in my face right now. So I'm trying to bundle up. Just can't beat a hoodie. Ooh, it's like a warm blanket. All right, back at it. Okay, the box is loosey-goosey. You can see it's detached. We're after this guy right here. This is the back side of it. Get that out. Get the shaft out of here. And c'est la vie. Oh, no. Is that a roll pin? Is that a roll pin? Oh, thank goodness. It's not a roll pin. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that sprocket. If that's a roll pin, I don't really have a really good way to get a roll pin out. I'll make it happen, but I don't have a good way to do it. It'll just add more time. Man, it's a blizzard out. It is just absolutely a blizzard. There's always those moments when you're at the store, you buy certain things like a pair of, I don't know what you guys call them dikes. Your wife's like, do you really need those? And you're going, yeah, woman, I need them. Look what I'm working in. You haven't been out here in the blizzard working on this stuff. I need these. This lemon nut literally will not spin. And I don't want to tear this part out here in the cold, so I think I'm going to try to break it. Let's see if I can do it. Try to snap it in half. Oh, just to give it some kind of relief. Oh, sweet. It broke. Okay, get that off so I can get this out. Gosh. Oh my gosh, I can literally not feel my fingers. Woo! I had to bail on the back door. Right now, it's if the human dies, everything dies. The vehicle doesn't get gas. Nobody maintains it. And it's cold, man. My hands are so frozen right now. So I broke this lemon nut, which did relieve it. And I was trying like the Dickens to try to get this other side broke. So it just shattered off there. I thought it was so cold. But I kept the whatever you call them, the dikes. They wouldn't do it. I couldn't. They just got all gummy. And I figured being so cold, it'd shatter. But this one, it got. You know what's weird about it? And this is why I want another control box. And I don't even want to screw around with. Is that when I got to the end of it, which we'll take a look here. When I got to the end of it, the one that was still spinning good acted funny. And I don't know, I think there's something in there. And it could just be a little gumball. A little goofy, but it don't really look that bad. But I tell you what, I really don't care at the moment. I mean, there is some crud on it. Like, I'm trying to get my knife out. Like, I see something. Let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty tough, whatever that is. I don't know if that's just a piece of the casting, but it is tough. Whatever that is. But either way, I'm not doubting that some lube on this would have helped. And I can see on it, you probably can't see. You can see that, can't you? See that sheen? See how that sheen looks different? And then you get here. That's what caught my eye the other day. And so that sheen was what caught my eye. And I said, I'm bringing a new shaft. I don't trust it. It's kind of like when you thread in a bolt. You ever thread a bolt in and it's got that weird look into the threads? So that's it. Something looks goofy about this. I don't know what it is, but I don't want to mess with it again in a blizzard or anybody else. I'm going to get this guy off. I'll get, we'll get the other one installed and I'll put some lube on it. Well, my dad would be ashamed of his son right now. Why is that, Dave? Because the Call of Duty is asking for me to take care of the duty, if you know what I mean. And it's not the one you can stand up and do. So I just came to the conclusion that I realized that I don't have a bucket. I don't have a bag. And I don't have the stuff that they ran out of in the stores. TP! So I gotta run. I'm not really that close to much over here. But I gotta do my thing. So it's kind of a crummy thing. This is I really don't want to leave. Because the roads are not good. I'd rather just stay on site and do my business. But that's okay. I'll be okay. Don't you worry. I know your stuff doesn't stink. Only mine does. Well, I feel much better. But just what I kind of predicted. I came up to an intersection, you know how that light turns on you right at that weird time. Do you go? Do you not go? A little bit too far away. Do I punch the gas? Darn near slid through the intersection. So, but I'm okay. I made it. I pulled off the side a little bit. I can't stand anti-lock brakes. I hate anti-lock brakes. I know they supposedly control your direction, but I'm a Michigander. I know how to drive in the winter. So when I hit the brakes, I want them to lock up or I want to pump them myself versus just hold them and go and let the machine do the whole thing. I don't like that kind of stuff. I'm just not programmed that way. Alright, gotta get back to the job. Told you it's gonna take a while. Okey dokey, Pokey. Here we be, she's running. I put some lube on it. Some of this stuff works just fine. Works good. It's kind of a lighter lube. It just kind of snotted out there. You can see it on the bottom there. It's so cold out. But it's lubed now. Even when I spun these on, they spun on so much nicer. I mean, just a flick of a finger and they just spin. So it's working good. He said he shut the timer off. That screwed me up. I had to go in there. But you can hear it now. Well, probably not with the wind that good, but it's running a lot better. They ain't making no funny noises now. Clutch is tightened up anyways. I was nice enough to the customer. I shoveled out their gate for them. Those rollers are a little bit on the close side, but it's working. So yay. I'm gonna double check, make sure the timer, pretend it's closing, and it's a Monday now. And let's just hit the manual to auto. And it went to auto, which is weird. These things are weird. Some do it, some don't. Auto. There you go. Now it's in the auto. It's only got that little dot down there. Woo, doggies, I'm ready to get out of here. This is nasty weather. Never fails. It's locked. I can't use the lock because it's frozen. Oh, I hate winter. Golly, I hate winter. So I got this de-icer. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't have anything else really. So I'm hoping this will... Oh, sweet. That worked like a charm. Okay, mental note. Buy some more de-icer because it's getting low. I just saved my butt. I also got to get a torch on here. I got a little one my uncle gave me. Really cool. But it's not quite big enough. But it does get you out of the pinch. What a day. So I think in summary with this gate operator, it was I can't say 100%, but what I can say 100% is that if it would have got looped, we could have took that variable out. See, you know, that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. It's taking the variables out of things. You know, if you lubed it, if you polished it, you kissed it, you loved it, you licked it, you at least know that you did it. I like that. I like that. But since we didn't do it, was it on us? Now, don't get me wrong, the manufacturer should, I believe, right? I mean, they shouldn't just have cars at the dealership with no oil in them. Just saying, so they don't fire them up or somebody goes take it for a test drive and it goes, I just blew the motor up. What do you mean I blew the motor up? Well, you know, we were going to sell it to you, but we don't provide the oil. You know, we just, sometimes we live in this weird, unrealistic, stupid world. So anyways, it's got lube on it now. Now if it fails again, I will have to investigate into it farther. I hope I don't, because these are the things that you're trying to avoid, because when we installed it, the weather was a little better. A lot better, actually. The weather is really crummy today. Really crummy. But it's the only day, and now it took an extra 2 to 3 extra hours because of the weather, longer than would normally to do something like that, just because you're fighting the weather. You got to get back in, your hands are cold. It goes back to, you know, you can't move that fast. You can't move that fast in this cold weather. You just can't do as much. But also, that's why you should, realistically, you should be charging more if you're doing service calls and things like that. It fluctuates, right? But if you can get that down to the individual to accommodate that without ripping customers off, that's just a different subject. That's for another day, I guess. So, anywho, I'm going to try to safely get back to that neck of the woods, the shop, and I probably have to go back to plowing, which you don't get paid for, but you don't have to pay somebody. I know. So we'll see. I'll see if I can get it out of the way, because like I said, we're supposed to get basically 2 feet. We've already gotten probably at least almost a foot right now on top of the 6 inches we had. So it's lovely out, very lovely. So anyways, thanks for coming along, you guys. Really appreciate it. I see you new subscribers popping in. It's great to have you here. I hope we can learn a lot of things. I love reading your guys' comments. Had a couple just not too long ago that were some good insight to some stuff that I was doing that maybe I was doing wrong and I could do a little better. So I love learning. Love learning. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you on the next one. Like, subscribe on your way out if you don't mind. Share this video so it can be known that we live in this crazy world. And God bless y'all. Love you. See ya. So, I made the end of the video earlier, but I went back to the shop and I was talking to the technician that originally installed it. And the little Tweety bird, he came around and he told me that he realized that when he originally installed it, that those limit nuts, the one was really close to the edge of that shaft. Now I'm not gonna snowflake it for you or anything, but I honestly didn't look. I didn't look. I was ready to get out of there. It was cold, miserable, snowing, blowing. So I didn't look. But now my brain is, I won't be able to sleep tonight. I really won't be able to sleep tonight not knowing, because it's one of those things that I already went through all the headache and trouble and coldness to fix this. And I don't know when the next part's coming in with all this craziness in the world. So I want to make sure I check it out, because sometimes you can move those limits in a little bit. Now, mind you, my vendor told me that they were going to change, they do a gear reduction in there or something. I don't know the whole thing that they do on bigger gates, because they have such a long travel of those limits. Otherwise the limits could fall off. So a technician could be totally right with the concept that it's very close to the edge, and that's what's causing it. It got caught on the edge and it's getting a funky spot on it. Regardless, I don't want it to happen again. But what the point is, and something I want you to think about, is there's always something to think about when my fan's acting up on my van. It's making a weird noise. Open the window. If you see, I've learned this over the years, personally myself. If you see any kind of problems that could be a problem, more than likely, they will be a problem. And the thing is, you have to always look at the weather, the conditions, your time frame. You have to look at all these variables and understand and tell myself, I'm here right now. You know, maybe it's close to 4 or 5 o'clock and that's your quitting time. But you know, if I give it an extra 10 more minutes, I could make it just that little bit better. Because, and if you don't know, you don't know. It's one of those things, maybe you don't know. But because you're look at how much effort I have to put into this. I'm really sorry if this camera's bouncing around a lot. These roads are very slippery and very rough. It's not good conditions. I'm not super excited at all that I gotta go back out to this. It is what it is. But I don't want anybody to be out in this, honestly, in this weather. Like I said, take a look. It is just ice, and this part of the area that I'm in, let's just say they're not the smartest people around here. There's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of just people irritated with everything going on in the world. There's a lot of just people not paying attention. So anyways, I'm gonna go back down there. I should have took a video of it running. I really wish I would have took a video of that limits running all the way, but I'm not confident I did. So I'm just gonna run back down here real quick and check it out while it's running, because I really don't want those limits getting messed back up again. Even though I lubed them, I did everything I could possibly think of. I just won't be able to sleep tonight. So I'll see you down there. All right, let's pay attention this time, huh? At least it's not snowing too bad. That one's okay. That's right on the edge, but it's okay. Maybe those limits aren't adjustable anymore. They used to be on a slide, but I don't know. Let's take a look. We'll close it. So nice to have that 3 button. I gotta take this cover off. Watch this. Oh, gotta turn the timer off. Timer's off. Nobody's coming. Watch your fingers. It's close, but I think it'll be fine. My phone can see it better than I can. Yeah, it's still there. It's close, but it's not. There's still a few threads on there. There's still a few threads on there. Let's go ahead and open it. Still a few threads on there. But it is close. It is definitely close. Alright, Gate. I'm out of here. It's time to enjoy the weekend. I hope you guys have a good weekend. So, don't forget, behave out there. And be good. I'm gonna go back where I got a fire. I warm my feet up. Take care, you guys. We'll see ya.